So I wanted to do something completely different. It's been like ages since I did a video, and I have got actually some content. This is mad to say it, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually have content that I've just not edited together, and it was recorded like a week ago, and there was some recorded yesterday, but I just not bothered. I don't want to keep making up things and bullshit. Just haven't made a video, so let's just crack on. So I came across this video that was sent to me actually by a friend of mine. It's called "This Will Attract a lot of new players to RuneScape," and it's basically someone that's created a web client that changes nothing about the game, like technically, just visually. That's it. It's just a visual reset of things that can be made in like HD and stuff like that. And I sort of only watched about 10 minutes and thought, like let's fuck it. Let's not watch the whole thing. Let's just watch. Let's just record myself watching it and see what my review is of it, or my immediate reaction. So hopefully I can get all this to work, and we should be all good.
That video that I couldn't showcase yet is that part of the project is to just enhance the vanilla version of the game, and this is that. As you can see, the graphics are just a lot crisper, but no textures or anything like that has been changed.
Gonna do it in 1080p
and the render
FPS.
distance is absolutely insane. I'm on top of Lumbridge Castle and I can see all the way
Shit,
in the Alpine.
it's like
Let's
the
zoom out
Nexus
here,
server.
and the view is absolutely insane. These are old school graphics, just in the really powerful game engine Unity. Leave a like and tell me what you think in the comments. We're gonna be going over this version of the client and also the Ultra graphics version of the client. I just hopped on the Ultra version of this client, and there are a bunch of really epic mods I need to show you, but let's just look at the graphics real quick. Textures like grasses have changed. Water looks a lot
The only
nicer.
thing, my only
The
worry
render
about
distance
this would
is
be that
still
people's computers
super
will be able to
far.
hold.
You can see there are clouds in the sky, and the sun is shining really bright. Let's look at some of these mods though. So if I hit Shift Escape, it brings up a menu that has weather, time of day, and a couple other things. Let's start off.
Yeah,
with
but
I'm gonna
it's
change
like
the
it'd be
weather
like
to
PUBG where
rain.
you
So
can like
see
lower the
there's now a
grade
bloom
to see
effect
stuff.
on the
And
lava. There's sound effects of
know.
rain if you want. Obviously, it's raining in game. The dirt has a shine texture to it too, so it actually looks a little wet. PKing in the wilderness or deadman mode in the rain would get so spooky. The next weather setting goes from rainy to
full
storm,
screen.
and now you have wind, thunder, and lightning, and you can actually hear the thunder and lightning
That's
go
fucking
off
sick.
as well.
Whew.
I never thought I'd hear thunder in RuneScape.
No, I
but
didn't.
There you go.
Jesus.
Very spooky. Before we get to the rest of the settings, a quick message from the sponsor of today's video. Thanks to Filmora for sponsoring wind blowing, and it's very, very hard to see. We're back in a clear day. Let's change the time of day. So we're in the afternoon. Wow. That looks absolutely
Fuck me, that is
amazing.
pretty cool actually.
There are just so many
I wanna
things
get hold of this
possible when you
client.
convert RuneScape into the Unity client. I can't believe this is old school RuneScape. Now there's another lighting setting, and it's pretty epic here. If we go into midnight,
Oh,
you can still see in the game. And there are bloom effects now on anything that can light up, so that includes certain items. And
the
we'll
only
show
thing
that
is,
later in the video. Now, I can
if
obviously still
RuneScape
see
incorporated
everything
this
in
into
the game
actually
because
having
there
a,
wouldn't be any
it
point
was
if
actually
everything was pitch
a
black. Someone make a
weather
nighttime-only
cycle.
wilderness
It'd be
lock
like a weather
Iron Man
cycle and a
ASIC.
day and
So those are all
night.
the
That'd be
specific
sick.
mods
That'd be
in the Ultra
amazing.
client. Tell me in
But
the
you
comments what your
couldn't
favorite
have
one
a
is.
separate
This
client
is what
because
the
if you're
same spot
PKing
looks
someone and
like on
someone's
the
in
enhanced vanilla client.
nighttime and someone else then on the client is in
Here's Bounty
daytime,
Hunter
killing it,
in
impossible.
HD. Now the render distance obviously doesn't allow you to cheat to see players outside of the normal zone, but it is pretty cool to be able to watch everyone fight. PKing looks so different in this lighting and grass. Let's actually change some of the weather settings in the wilderness on the Bounty Hunter world. Sunset PKing definitely looks interesting. And now this is one of the things I wanted to feature because again, you can still see quite a bit at night, and look at that bloom on that AGS spec if you guys caught that. But especially the fire capes and the inferno capes look absolutely amazing. Certain items also have cool lighting effects, like the necklace of anguish and the blowpipe here. The halos glow as well. I mean, obviously you probably wouldn't PK a lot like this, but it is still really interesting
yeah,
to
that's
see.
probably
Look
true.
at that AGS spec. It's an absolutely brutal day in the wilderness today. Oh my god, this looks so epic. Think of like a clan match in this kind
I was
of
actually
weather.
thinking
Well, it's
montages. I
sunset
want.
here in
Oh
Edgeville,
my
and I'm
God.
going to PK. Not only is it sunset, it's gonna be raining. He hit a 0,
It's
otherwise
like
I'd be
something
smited.
you'd see in
That would have been
like
epic,
movies
but
and
obviously
like
it did
Autumn and
not
stuff
work
like that. That
out
was
for me.
sick.
I think I'm gonna get out of here actually. All right, he's got a fire cape and a dragon scimitar, and boy does he look nice in HD, I gotta say. Usually you're not supposed to compliment your opponent, but damn.
That does actually look really
Oh,
cool.
come on, that was a huge chance. I want to get my strength up on my high level pure, so let's go check out the Elder Chaos Druids in HD. So this is what it looks like in the rain. Let's start training here. As you can see, there's bloom on the chain mace as well. The rock looks wet. And in general, I mostly just hope
That is
that
actually
there are
really
no PKers
cool.
around. Will actually allow for a
Fuck,
client
this is
like
actually...
There are many of them. Now we're here near the fight caves, and if I zoom all the way out, you can actually see the entrance to the Inferno. And you can see the entire dungeon area here. It's pretty ridiculous. When you're playing on affect other players around you. Except of course, if a client like this attracts a lot more players, even the people who aren't interested in any different graphics at all would be positively benefited. I want to also say that this is definitely not dark, but if you're fletching in Varrock, it would still greatly affect the quality of this client. For example, when you're playing at midnight, Toddy could add specific lighting into certain areas and buildings so that whole cities are lit up by the lights you can see in game. So then, for example, the wilderness would be dark, but if you're fletching in Varrock, it would still be lit by candlelight and lamps. Let's check out what some specific areas look like from far above. This is Sears Village, and there's the Ranging Guild actually. This is what Relica looks like from way up high. I haven't been to the rock crabs in so long. Someone's actually training here. Man, I look absolutely tiny with the render distance all the way out. Look at that. Now, maybe you'll notice a couple things. One being, there's never any loading please wait in the upper left-hand corner. That will never happen in this client. Hopefully there are no PKers out. The Deadman Mode tournament's going on right now, and there is a lava dragon. This is basically just a pretty enhanced perspective on the regular client you already know. And again, things just look a little bit crisper. I don't know about you guys, but I've never really seen
This is
Varrock
fucking
from this
sick,
perspective.
man.
This is pretty cool. I haven't talked about it up until this point, but there is still a first-person option in this client. I'm pretty sure that RuneScape VR would be one of the most epic games of all time. Although I'm sure your arm would get pretty tired for 99 wood cutting. We're over by the Ents now, and if you're wondering, this is what it's like to run around RuneScape during sunset in the wilderness in first person. There is absolutely so much potential for this game, it's ridiculous. I will say first person is by far the least priority for any client or Jagex because it would take considerable amounts of work to change the game. So this is just messing around, but it's still really cool. In terms of a release date, Toddy is planning on releasing the client to a very small group of people to make sure there aren't any bot client false positives, aka to make sure that nobody gets falsely banned for botting because they're using this client. But after he talks to Jagex a little bit more, a release date will be announced. You can find announcements on OSRemastered.com as well as...
That's actually sick. Wow. There is a link in the description area if you go and check it out. It's OSRemastered.com. It's the link to their website that deals with it all. Fuck me, that is wicked.